Hello and welcome to Route 28, making right turns on US 1 because nobody wants to be wrong. I'm L. David Pollock coming to you from the free state of Florida where right turns on red is a rule. And don't forget, if you like what you hear on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Check out the rest of my videos as well. There's all sorts of interesting topics for you to indulge. So Hunter Biden's going to get his little slap on the wrist today. I heard some rumblings, something about the judge requiring him to stay drug-free and never to own a firearm again. How long do you think that's going to go? So unless there's some sort of way to enforce that requirement, is there going to be a requirement for Hunter to pass a drug test every week or every day? Probably not. Probably not for probably once a year. So he'll have time to prepare for it. And what kind of a test are they going to give him? I don't know. This is such a disaster, such a cover-up. And we still don't know. We still don't know who brought cocaine into the White House. Like I said before in my other video prior to this, if I were to bring a baggie with flour in it or sugar in it to the door or to the entrance of Jungnao High, or I think that's how it's pronounced, oh God, I can't remember. Jiangnan High, I think is the way it's pronounced. The equivalent in China to the White House in America. If I were to do that, I would disappear and nobody would ever hear from me again. And it wouldn't matter that there was flour in the bag or sugar in the bag. The fact that I even attempted to do something as stupid as that would have me disappeared. Okay? Are you trying to tell me that the Secret Service isn't at least as competent as the security in China? Come on. And oh yeah, we still don't know who leaked the Dobbs decision, the Supreme Court Dobbs decision prior to issuance. So yeah, there's cover up after cover up, and I have my suspicions on that. You should check my earlier video. I think I know who's involved there. Anyway, so Hunter Biden's going to get his slap on the wrist today. Tomorrow, I think they're going to have yet another indictment of Donald Trump. Bring them on. The more indictments, the higher his approval rating goes. They're not getting it. Same old, same old. There's nothing there. It's nonsense. It's malicious litigation, and I believe that's a crime. Nobody is being held accountable for that, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it's not being prosecuted as malicious prosecution, because that's what it is. But anyway, we have to deal with Hunter and him getting his slap on the wrist. Yet another cover-up. Mayorkas is being Kevin McCarthy's out there talking about impeaching Mayorkas and possibly impeaching Joe Biden. I don't know when accountability is going to rear its ugly head with respect to these people, and I mean the fish is rotting. I mean, it's been rotting for years. Somebody needs to account for this thing. The head's rotted, the body's rotted, the whole frickin' fish is rotted, and nobody's being held accountable for it. You got Mayorkas out there. He's going to testify. He's going to say everything's going according to plan. Everything's working great. And as far as he's concerned, it is, because the border crisis is working exactly the way every liberal wants it to. And they're accomplishing their goal. So it's working great as far as they're concerned. As far as this country is concerned, it is a complete disaster. Kevin McCarthy is threatening to go ahead and impeach Mayorkas. I'm not going to hold my breath. Even if they do impeach him, is it going to be successful? Is it going to accomplish anything? Is there going to be any accountability whatsoever? I don't know. When it comes time to impeach Joe Biden, I think it's going to be the same thing. Is there going to ultimately be some accountability? And until there is, we are going to have this rotting fish. We're going to have the smell of rotting fish in U.S. politics for the foreseeable future. Nobody's being held accountable for what happened in 2020. Nobody's being held accountable for what happened in 2022, and nobody is going to be held accountable if it happens again in 2024. And it's going to keep happening until somebody is held accountable. It's up to us, and I'm not sure how we go about doing it. They keep saying elections, 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 but if the elections are rigged, what can we do about it? Hopefully, this COVID thing has run its course. I guess you can't call it fraud because at the time it was on that fringe of legality, made permissible by all the exceptions to voting rules with respect to COVID. Hopefully that's getting ironed out and it won't happen again. And if we get a real election and we get the right people in office, hopefully somebody's going to be held accountable. I fear that there's too many things going on here. There's a statute of limitations clicking away. Tick tock, tick tock. The longer they delay, the worse it's going to be. And it might just be that that's what the Uniparty is trying to accomplish at this point. Maybe they think the only way to save the Uniparty, and that's both Republicans and Democrats, is to make sure that Joe Biden survives somehow. I don't know. But until there's accountability, none of this is going to change. Well, let me know what you think. If you enjoy what you hear on this channel, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to check David's blog. Got some stuff there too. So until next time, have a great day. We have late breaking news. In a completely unexpected turn of events, Judge Maryellen Noreika has rejected Hunter Biden's plea deal. Those big expensive attorneys, those, I guess they're IRS and FBI investigators, all of whom dropped the ball. Thank you, Lady Justice. And thank you, Judge Maryellen Noreika. By the way, this all happened in Delaware. Woohoo! Didn't see that coming.